So I don't know for sure, but we'll just have to see. And yes, I'm backlit right now, but I plan on letting you guys see what I'm doing here in a second, and then it won't be so backlit, but hopefully I have sound. I'm waiting to see if anybody else shows up to know if I have sound. I should. Everything shows that I have sound. I am on my phone. Nothing is muted on my phone. Because I don't think... Yeah, that's off. Cool. I have sound. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, cool. We have sound. We're going to do science. Is everybody excited about science? I accidentally went live a few minutes ago, and because I didn't mean to hit the button just yet. I got my coffee right here. Hello, Abraham Lincoln. And I'm realizing that I don't have one thing that I need. So, but yeah, do you guys want to go on a field trip? It's going to be bumpy. I'm not promising you that the trip down to where we need to go is going to be, because I got to go get something out of the laundry. So here, we'll go to the laundry. Well, thank you, Stephen. Going to be going downstairs. Look, I can run downstairs now. It's exciting. I couldn't do that for a while. Okay, let's get the things I need here. Laundry. Everybody excited about the laundry? Oh, there's one more thing in there. Okay, we got the laundry. Now we're gonna go back upstairs. I didn't go as fast up the stairs as I did. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's a lovely day. It's hot here for March. I'm not pretending like we're like roasting, like we really aren't, but it's hot for March. So, okay, cool. We've got the laundry. I need one of these. The rest are going on the kitchen table. There we go. Okay. Now we are ready for science. You guys ready for science? You science? Yeah, I needed my straining cloth that was downstairs. So, but yeah, since I'm working on going plastic free as much as I can on things, especially single use, like markers are kind of out now of my wheelhouse for what I'm wanting to pursue. So, oh, the sun is starting to shine in the UK. Oh, I bet that is lovely. I have been loving it. So I have been in my backyard literally picking weeds and seeing what pigments they will make. So today we will have some fun seeing what we can make. I will, spoiler alert, because, hold on, I'm trying to get this. You guys, I'm gonna take you off. I'm gonna take off the stand for just a second. Just tighten this up. There we go. It was a little too loose right there. There we go. So yeah, no, markers are kind of out of what I'm working with just because of plastic right now. Where is it going? Weeds. Spoiler, most of the weeds are giving us green. And I've been trying to work to try to get the chlorophyll molecules to degrade, which normally you do that by boiling. And so it's been kind of a funny thing. Okay, I'm in your ear. Aren't I always in your ear, Shrub? Do I ever really shut up in your ear? Let's be honest. Okay, I need spoons. Let's get the spoons. One spoon, we'll get another spoon here. I have something on the stove. If you guys are good, I'll take you over to the stove in a minute and you can see the thing. Yeah, that's 30 years of it. Woohoo! Okay, my stream, why the heck is my Streamlabs working now? I am streaming inside of YouTube. My Streamlabs chat has not been working, like to put up those fun little things like for my swatch charts and stuff. It has been kind of annoying because I've been wanting it to work and show up. Now it decides to show up. Shaking my head. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna take you to the scale so you guys can see the scale. So let's swap around here. I'm gonna put the scale right there so you guys can see it. There's the box for the scale. The front of the box, the back of the box, what's in the box. So first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna measure, and I'm tearing it. Let's tear again here because I moved it. It wasn't saying in the middle. Okay, so I've teared it so that it's not counting the bowl. Alum, I've got roughly 1.5 liters. So what I need to do is it's 10 grams per liter. So 1.5, you guys do your math, is 15 grams of alum. So we got 11. 13, 14. And this is the second pull on this. So it's questionable what we'll get. So, okay, there we go. There, oh, too much. Too much. We want 15. Come on, sweet little scale. There we go, 15 grams. You're staying on 15? Okay, staying on 15. Now it's time for the alum, which we do half the amount, or sorry, the calcium carbonate, we do half the amount. So that's roughly 7.5. So because my scale doesn't do 0.5s, I've got to kind of guess the 0.5 on this, which is okay. Also, the calcium carbonate weighs a little less. It's fluffier than the alum. Okay, we're at 5. Okay, we're up to 8, so I'm gonna take a little bit off. A little bit more off. There we go. Yeah, Streamlabs is gonna be talking to us a lot today. This is so funny. That it has been a little bit silly. Well, I'm glad Streamlabs decided to show up today. It's gonna be pretty chatty. I upped it in the settings, trying to get it to come out better since it wasn't like showing up. And so now we're gonna move these guys out of the way. So that we have plenty of room for all of our science. So here is beet juice, double beet juice right here. I'm gonna set it right there for you guys. Get a spoon to stir. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ready, guys? Alum in. Stir. This is a really funny angle to do this. I'm standing behind the camera right now. Normally I have this a little warm. It helps it dissolve a little bit better. It will be okay. Again, because this is a second pull. It's not Kool-Aid. Basically, this is boiled beet water. Oh, I'm glad you think I'm a good art channel, Stephen. That's very kind of you. I don't understand what I'm doing with white. Okay, it'll be obvious in just a second, okay? We're gonna be making pigment is what I'm doing out of this. So I took beets, I boiled them. This is the liquid. Now I've already done what I'm doing once with this liquid, okay? And then I will show you the next step in just a second, but we're getting ready to watch some magic stuff here happen. I'm gonna add the alum in. At least we should. Here we go. Look, you see what happens is, let me dissolve this up. Make sure it's dissolved. And you'll watch. What's happening is there's pigment molecules now that will, well, particles that will settle to the bottom. And so I'm pulling the pigment into a solid form. In dye words, the alum that I put out, like if you were creating a dye in the beet water here, putting the alum in acts as a mordant, like dye. So like if you put something in that liquid, it would dye and it would actually hold in there. What, to make it a dye to a pigment, that's when I added the calcium carbonate, and that then makes this precipitate, which you can kind of see, it's foaming up, and you'll start to see little things start to fall to the bottom. Now, my beet juice right now, because I use the exterior and some of the bits had the brown and the leaves as well, it isn't like super red. This was just me playing around. So let me wait. That is what I am doing with this. This is our science right here. We have got several steps, but we will actually get to creating paint here in a little bit. It is coming. Don't worry. These are the steps behind, like to get to having a powder pigment that then you can bind with a medium to make a watercolor paint. Okay. So you can start to see now it's starting to settle. You see that line at the bottom. And it made this interesting color, which is fun because I haven't really gotten a brown yet. And this one turned out pretty brown. So let's go real quick. I'm cleaning up because I don't want to have a lot of extra bits sitting around. So good news is none of this is toxic. It wouldn't taste good, but it's not toxic. So, okay. So let's go on a field trip now. You guys ready for a field trip? We're gonna let this sit and rest. That is our next. So it's going over here, it's going into the rest. This will be part of what we do with it in a little while. So will this, but we've got another thing to do next. I'm also gonna put away my scale because we don't need the scale now. We'll do a quick, take you over here real quick. So these are some other petals that I'm currently doing. I accidentally did these the other day and I need to add some more water to it. This is spring water that I get from a local spring. Right here. Shrubs and I take a field trip out there. Actually, he got this last batch for me. I'm gonna add 500 more mLs. That's about right. There we go. There we go, see? It's all the petals in there. Basically making petal tea. I'm keeping this one a lower temp because it doesn't have any leaves in it. And I keep losing my color and we keep getting green. Okay, so let's go into the other room in here. And look, there are some watercolors that have been in here drying. They still need to be finished filling. And then we got 2 trays right here of pigment. Okay, so here is tray 1. This has the leaves in it and stuff. This doesn't have the leaves, and I processed it for a little bit longer. This is what I was picking the other day, believe it or not. This is what I worked on forever, and it was purple. And I've got this, like, it's a creamy yellow. I think it's a really pretty yellow, but it is mostly yellow. I also wonder, no, I didn't use that much. Okay, this one I had a bunch of calcium carbonate in, so I wonder how much of this is calcium carbonate for the shade. I'm trying to get it right here. Yeah, it is about time to go back out. I've been powering through it making pigment shrub. So you can kind of see this one, the color is so much different. So then this is what the beets got me the other day. So the next step for what I am doing is I'm gonna wait and do the beets, my fat beets. Here. We're gonna set those over to the side because I don't want them to get, okay, those are over to the side. I'm also moving my coffee mug, take a swig. This is about to get dusty, y'all. I've got on a mask here to help with the dust. And now, I loosen it. In case you didn't catch the other stream, it was dead nettle, was what this plant was. Dead name only, right? I know, it's like really living. It's really prolific too. I love the thought of people coming into what I'm doing right now out of context. Like just seeing this and being like, what the heck is this? I am looking forward to, and I talked about this on Tuesday. Yesterday I tried to go live and was having issues with with my bit rate. It was just a mess. Yeah, I am making, yeah. Sorry, I missed that comment right there, hiding it. Yeah, making your own paint. Basically, yeah, it's a lot of fun. The whole point of the whole line I'm making is it's plastic free and petroleum free. So it means there are some pigments that I don't use because they are petroleum derivatives. Right now it's only available at local markets. Oh. It's like, it's a really weird, yeah. If somebody has like some phobia with that, this could be really, really triggering. It is just dried plant material, I promise. There is nothing weird. Although, it's such a, I'm gonna have some fun with this color. I'm wanting to get into some of these fun random botanical paints like this, just because I think they're fun to experiment with. I won't have like light fat straightening and stuff. On them. That's not the point of them. The point is to create with something. And I feel like sometimes moisturize me. That part of the last human from Doctor Who. Look at all that. Once I was doing this a much slower way, and then I realized that if I do that in here, it goes so much faster. It's made a good amount of pigment. So that's nice. Okay, almost done. Okay, no, it does make sense. Like, getting colors is what I'm trying to figure out. So you can order pigments, and I ordered a lot of, ooh, have fun at a systems training meeting. Sure, sounds exciting. No, these is great questions. Like, this is stuff I was researching all last year, and I love talking about it. You let me geek out a little bit. So there are a lot of pigments out there. And some of them are derived from natural sources, like ochre, basically is processing dirt and getting it out of dirt, and rocks. And that's one way to get pigment. There's another thing that like they'll process, bone, like bone blacks, like actually come from bones, which is pretty cool. And cause like the way they have to be done is like in a vacuum without oxygen. So it's like, it's really crazy. Like the fact that they've even figured this out. And most of those are natural pigments. Madder, M-A-D-D-E-R. You'll see that one a lot. Madder Lake. It's from processing roots of the madder plant. Gets you a pink. That's what I'm trying to find out. Like dandelion gives you yellow. That's not surprising. I've done some dandelion. I'm going to be doing dandelion once we get enough in the yard. They're still growing right now. I don't have enough dandelions to make it worth my time to do dandelion yet. So some of it is figuring out what they will process to. Purples are a little bit hard, that I have found. A lot of times purples in the chemical process will go green. And that you can see that in life too. There is a thing that will happen if you have too much purple Kool-Aid, and you consume too much purple dye, that suddenly when you go to the restroom, things will become fluorescent green. And that is the processing of purple dye. Just like, I don't know if like sometimes you have too much purple dye on, so this is what I'm working with my beetroot right there, back there too. Beetroot, trying to figure it out. Like I'm playing with it. And like right now, my first beetroot looks really brown. And so it's figuring those little things out. And it's playing with it because sometimes it's processing time. Like, how long do you boil it for? Do you not boil it? Do you just let it simmer lowly? Like I'm playing with it. It really is a lot of science in play. There is some direction out there, not a lot. Like you can find some books on natural dyeing. But dye making, I should say, makes that sound like. So I'm playing with it. I'm having a lot of fun figuring this out. And it's not difficult. It's kitchen science. Okay, that looks like that guy is pretty well done. So yeah. And this is just a simple muslin cloth that I had left over from a project that I repurposed to do, like just cut it to use to be my little strainer right there. So let's get, I spilled back here. Okay, so we've got to here now. The next step is I need to make it a little bit more usable because right now you can see it's a little flaky and stuff like that. So the next step is a little mortar and pestle. Right here, I'm also gonna get a little reusable container that I have. And these were ones I purchased before I cut out the plastics, guys, so please be kind. Okay, so let's see here. Can you show me finished watercolor? Yeah. We will get to paint today. I'm actually I will be swapping out up here, but I'm getting mainly this guy done so I can compare it to this one because these both come from the same plant. That is what I'm working towards right now. Because once I combine it with the medium, the color will change again just a little bit. Because it'll be semi-hydrated. Whereas it's obviously dry right now. So let's get a little bit in here. I'll move this to where you guys can see it better and it won't be behind the chat in just a second. I'm trying to work around my, can I zoom? I can zoom, cool. Let's actually, I'll tilt down a little bit. So you can see the consistency difference now. Okay, so see how it's kind of chunky in here, soft and powdery now in here. I've got a brush real quick that makes it easier to get it in. The brush helps. Also, right now, I have no idea what the transparency level is going to be on this. Like, you can see this one's a lot more yellow. This one's a lot more creamy. Yes, if anybody's concerned, I am wearing a mask right now. Just because of the dust that this will stir up. I'm not worried about glows though, because none of this is a skin irritant for me. Almost dropped it there. That would have been bad. It would have been a mess. Okay, last bit. This made quite a bit, so that is the good news. I am making a mess of it, but it made a bit of that. It's relaxing. I think it is. I think it's actually a ton of fun personally, but my neighbors probably think I'm nuts because they've been seeing me out in the backyard. Not picking weeds to eradicate them, but this did way more than I thought. Cool. Okay. We're just gonna set that right there. Next, I gotta clean my space. towel. Damp paper towel here. Let's clean her up. The amount that my day is literally just cleaning is a lot. Herbal witch. Out doing all kinds of weird stuff. Like, what is she gathering? Okay. You guys ready for a field trip again? Okay. Next steps we got. I'm realizing that my medium isn't up here, so we got to go get the medium. So you guys can see me in my mask here. I will take it off. There we go. Okay, we're going back downstairs. We're going to go get, I'm zoomed in. Okay, good, it's not zoomed in on this side. Back downstairs to the basement fridge. Okay. Because, I mean, doesn't everybody have a thing of watercolor and gouache medium ready to go in their basement fridge? I mean, I think that's a pretty normal spot. Pretty normal thing to have on hand. Okay. Then we're gonna go get the paint making supplies. This is my prep board, my mulling board right here. You guys are gonna get to see the whole setup here. So what I like to do is I have a prep board here. And because this is easy to clean off, like I'll set my measuring spoons and stuff like that on it. And then we've got the mulling plate right here next to it. I am close to the sink so I can clean fast. Next, we need the paint muller right here. Here's the paint muller. This is the one I like. Where are you, little guy? There's the little guy. And let's kind of see what this does. I'm gonna put them in these. I'm gonna let them go dry. We're just gonna put them straight in. So these guys are all coming over here. Those are going there. And then I need my tester papers. Tester paper. Look, it's my desk. We are in the studio. There's those Crayola pictures. There's what I tried to go live with yesterday. Where are you? I lost a pen the other day and it made me sad. There it is. I found the pen. Now I'm not sad. Okay, and before we get started, we're gonna do a check-in on the beets. Look at that. Isn't that nuts right there? There's our science. We have created that so far. Still gonna let it sit a little bit longer. Okay. You guys are gonna get I'm trying to figure out the best view here. I have not filmed this before, so I think you guys are gonna get, oh, but that's a bad side. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust my setup. That is what I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna have to work the other way. Because being right-handed, it is better to have the hand right there. Okay, there we go. Here's this. We're gonna start with this guy because I gotta use some of it up. I want want measurements. I need my 1 teaspoon. Okay, there we go. Although I think the half might be easier to measure with. Yeah, science has been sciencing, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna mull 2 teaspoons. That's actually a lot to mull. And in case you didn't know, that is what the term is, mulling paint. You were making it, so it's your new word for today. There's 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go light on the 4th because I have been a mess with this. I think there's a string right there, yeah, 4. There we go. I kind of guesstimated our way around that. Because these are like, for the most part, one-off colors. Because I'm not gonna be, these aren't like something that is, because it's natural, I'm not worried about it being exactly the same every time. Make it good. Guys, this is gonna sound horrific, so I do apologize to you guys out there. There we go, I can zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. Make a little well. I'm gonna shake this up because it hasn't been used in a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna see how my muscles are doing too. Oh, smells good. Okay. I'm just doing a 1-to-1. I'm gonna see how it feels. I may need to add a little bit more depending on how it feels. Every pigment is a little different, and I've got Prussian blue from somewhere, guys. Where the heck did Prussian blue come from? It was on something. For those of you who don't know, Prussian blue is a pigment that absolutely gets everywhere. I do not have my hand drying towel. We need to put that back up. I have these towels that they're not the prettiest, but they were lovingly made for us. And I adore that with them. And I can clip them around my handle here. So when I turn around, I know where it is and I can grab it real quick. So we're putting one of those back out since I'm working. Because the shrubs teases me. I like to wipe my hands off on my pants. And then I end up with wet handprints on my butt. Okay, look at what this is becoming here. You guys see the color change here? It is becoming kind of a poopy color. It's mixing really well though. I will say that. It feels good. Like it's mixing well. I'm not gonna pretend it's a really pretty color. It looks a lot prettier in powder form. So next, we mull. That'll help get the bits out. Where's the muller? There it is. Sand color, yeah. It's not what I was expecting, especially when you know that these are little purple flowers. Yeah, this is really smooth. A lot of times this, what I'm doing right now, creates like kind of a grindy sound. It's gonna take a couple of passes to get it really well combined, but it's combining better than I was expecting. Yeah, baby poo. It's been a minute since I had to change a diaper. Don't miss it. Or if you're in the UK, a nappy. I'll use it. This is like probably the most relaxing part of the whole thing. Obviously, it's like it's so calming. And when I was working really, really hard to get my like paint line together, I was literally doing this for like 16 hours a day, which was exhausting. And on your feet for that time, because it's you can do this sitting, but it's a lot easier to do standing up. Okay. Almost done. I'm gonna scrape her in. I'm throwing my things. Okay, I'm trying to get this off. It is not wanting to come off. There we go. And we repeat. So some other natural pigments I would love to get to work with is they're called Woad and Weld. And they're a yellow and a blue. Woad was used as an indigo alternative because it was a little cheaper. And Weld is yellow. And they are known for being good natural dyes and pigments. I do have some real indigo. Indigo is it's an interesting one to work with because it's a beautiful color. And it has like all of these undertones. It's complex, I think is probably the best way to describe it, because it has these coppery tones. It has, of course, all the deep blue. And so I really like the indigo, especially the indigo I make. I like it a lot. This is still a little chunkier than I would like. And sometimes when it gets chunky, I do this because I'm impatient. just attack the little clumps. Was this what we hoped to be pink? Yes. Yes, Karen Phillips. This is what it turned out. It's not green, and our goal was not green, so technically goal achieved. I think that's a good description though, cake mixture. It does kind of look like yellow cake. We're almost there. I'm gonna flip on a light right here because it's getting dark outside right now. I didn't think it was gonna get dark. The clouds are rolling in. It was lovely blue skies for a little bit. I'm realizing that I'm gonna need to, because of the way I have to fill things, we're gonna need to put this in a bottle because I won't be able to fill it all today. And I wanna go ahead, I'm just gonna go ahead and make all of that powder, all of the pigment into paint today while I've got it out. So hold on just a second, I'll be right back. Getting some things. Watch the paint, make sure it behaves while I'm gone. This is, let's get it ready. This is Dead Nettle. I mean, what a name, right? No leaves. And yes, I'm putting it in a plastic bottle, but these are, I reuse these. They're my little squeeze bottles. So it's not a single use. Stick you up there real quick. Dead middle, no leaves. Okay. See what it does on paper. Okay, it is transparent. I think I'm gonna give it one more time through. It's feeling still a little chunky. I'll go ahead and finish the swatch, but I wanna, it is a watercolor. So here's it on paper. I'll set it aside for right now, let it sit. I'm gonna mull it through one more time as I get in. Just because I want to make sure it's really nice and smooth. And it's still feeling a little chunky. Okay, let's give this one more time through. Just to make it extra creamy. And the potion bottles. We're watching on Amazon. Is it on Prime? No, it's on Peacock. The Burbs right now. And the whole thing is, the whole premise is making funny assumptions about your neighbors. So. Okay. This feels good. We'll look at Chad here in just a second again. I have to lean over to the side. Yeah, okay. Making sure nothing else is said. So now we're going to fill my bottle. I have to imagine maybe what the color of eye and newt might give you. I've never really paid much attention to newt's eyes. I can't imagine it's a pretty color. Let's just put it that way. Okay. That's how much we got. We're gonna do a second round now of it with the lid on it. It's like a mustard maybe? Kind of right here. I'll show you because now that it's had a second to dry on the paper, you can kind of see it'll dry a little bit different, a little lighter. So it's not a bad color. It's just not the color I expected, that is for sure. So I'm gonna wash my hands here really, really quick because they're bugging me. Okay. Okay, round two. Two. We're gonna do it this way. Three. Close enough. Good, just a teeny bit more because there's a little, just a little bit more. Now, here we go. Let's combine. trying to kind of mush some of it together a little bit more so the mulling will go a little faster this time. Okay, here we go. Kind of like a turmeric. Oh goodness, look how much since it's dried. It looks a lot more like the pigment did. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty shade. I'm actually liking it more. It's like a lot more of a pale yellow. I know the light in here is going to be a mess. And the camera, because of how much is going on, is like, you're not going to be able to pick it up great. But it's surprising. Mix, mix, mix. So much mixing. Keep stirring. Just keep mulling. This is the part when I do a short, I really speed it up. So you have no idea that it was actually 20 minutes. Like it looks like it's 30 seconds, tops. Okay. Bring her to the middle. Okay. Coming together well. Almost done. We'll get to see the other color. I do have to clean though. think we're to air bubbles, not clumps. There we go. That's good. Okay, let's clean her off. We'll be ready to put this into the bottle. There's the bottle, good. There's the bottle, pretty good. Okay. There we go. It's now time to clean. So we're gonna go over to the sink for some fun cleaning content. Ready? Don't need that. Okay. And this is why I went ahead and did both of them, because I didn't want to have... Cleaning is one of the things that takes up actually a decent amount of time in paint making. And so the more I can cut down the cleaning time, the faster the whole process goes. Be really careful. I've cut my finger cleaning these before. It was not fun. It hurt. Okay. And this one, the other one doesn't need to be cleaned because it only did medium, and that's what it's going to do again. I think we're done. Yeah, that's good for cleaning. Okay, we'll let those dry for a minute. you guys back right here. I'm gonna fill a couple of these. So you guys can see the filling process here. Zoom in a little. There we go. One of the secrets to this is you don't want to fill too much, because it does shrink. And if you fill too much, all you do is get these, like, they look like really bad fallen cakes. So it is better to just fill really slowly and let it dry, and then you come back and you top off. So it takes a couple of days to fill one pan, but that's why you do multiple pans at once. So that is all I'm going to put in these for right now. I set it over here with my little thing, and that will tell me which ones are which as I'm working here. And we'll take those to the dryer in a minute. Oh, I didn't clean my brush. Okay, next, let's try the other one, the one that looks like this. Same plant, but this has the leaves in it. Should be a little more green. Okay, there's that. Drying everything off. Meeting's done. Welcome back, shrubs. We have paint. We have one paint. I'm getting ready to make another paint. You know what? We're just gonna do the whole thing at once. We're gonna do this a little faster. So we know that these things now hold 4 teaspoons. I'm trying to get you guys back in place. So since we know that these hold 4 teaspoons, this one's not quite full. I'm gonna guess it to be about I'm gonna make my little hole here. This looks so much more green. We're gonna guess it. I'm gonna just add, again, it's not, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go ahead and add in just shy of 2 of those. There we go. Ooh, this one's a little thicker, guys. I'm gonna have to add in a little more. We'll see how it feels here in a second. It is definitely more green. It's a lot more coarse too. It's funny how different this pigment feels with the, since it had the leaves and what came through, because it is a lot more sand-like. And I was honestly concerned about this one because I thought it would be a little too, it would have too much calcium carbonate in it because of how it was acting when I was trying to process it. Oh, this is interesting. We're going to see how this mulls. It kind of, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can maybe see it. It kind of looks like mustard a little bit, kind of bubbly like a pancake right now, but in that it's got like little speckles in it. See? Which is very interesting. Was not expecting that. So let's mull this and see if that helps. Oh my, yeah, this. Totally different. Hopefully mulling will break it down a little bit more. And get something a little more uniform. Which one is this? This is the henbit from the other day, or the dead nettle from the other day with the green shrubs. This is the one that had the leaves. Had a lot of purple flowers in it too. Okay, it's pretty close to an 80 shade. It is very bright yellow. It is a green yellow. I don't know if you'd say it's kind of right on the line between green and yellow. Kind of like a tennis ball. If this doesn't, I don't know if this is going to be usable because it is still staying in two parts. Do I have anything else that shade? Not so much right now. I'm gonna have to see how this paints because I'm a little nervous. That it's not gonna combine enough. And you can see it is, I'm pushing, trying to get this to combine. But it kind of feels like sand in here. Okay, this is tiring. stretch the shoulders. You know what? I haven't taken a drink of my coffee in a while. I'm gonna get my coffee. Give myself a break for just a second. You guys can say hello to Abraham Lincoln again. Hello, Abraham Lincoln. I think maybe it looks a little more combined. It's still really, like, the best way I can think of it is like mustard. Okay, still stretching the shoulders. What's funny is, Shrubs, you asked yes, I am. I'll wait to see how it dries. That will kind of see the difference. Do we have anything else that shade? This is really funny. This is not planned. Why, yes. Yes, I do. And it's even speckly like that it is right now. It's a vase that needs to go back downstairs, but it's just kind of funny. It's sitting up here right now. Okay, let's give her another round here. Keep going. I feel like I'm just keep swimming right now. think it's combining better this time. Get back over here. Stretch again. It's interesting how this does smell planty. I don't think the mustard kind of feel is going away, where it looks like it's got the little bits in it. It's not really looking any different. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Maybe it'll be like the most interesting thing I've ever seen paint-wise. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to test it. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna scoot it all to the middle here. I hear siren, somebody's having a bad day. Okay, so this is dead nettle with leaves. exciting name. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's chunky. It's an interesting color. But I don't, because of the chunkiness, I don't think it's necessarily usable as a paint. Like, it's not sellable. It's a novelty. But yeah, I definitely see more of what I was talking about in this though. That chunkiness. Let's see if I can get it to focus well. Yeah. I was hoping I would have something fun. Hey! All right, now I'm talking about the paint I'm making. This one, we'll put it in a bottle. I'll have it with the other ones. I don't know what I'll do with this. Did not expect this from this paint, that I would have that issue. C'est la vie. That's why we do science. It's naturally textured shrubs. That's pretty funny. Maybe I could make a They Can't All Be Winners palette. That's a bunch of weird paints. Kind of a try at your own risk. I know naming it that's like great marketing, right guys? There we go. Okay. Bummer on that. It'll be okay though. It's an interesting color. I don't know why it has so much junk in it. And look at all that junk in the trunk on this guy. It's a mess. Okay, just a couple more things. We're gonna go back over to the sink. I'm gonna carry this over first. Clean up. Then we'll do, I've got one more fun thing for us to do on stream, and then the stream will be done after we clean up. There we go. I'm gonna need this big bowl here in a minute. We're gonna set it to the side. It feels awful, guys. It feels really gritty in my hands. Like, my take of it on the palette was correct, that it's sandy. Get a paper towel. It's just so, it was the, I'll try these guys too. Got these guys to clean up. Okay, so our next step will be here in the sink. Got freshly washed piece of muslin here. Yes, these do just get stained. Okay, we're gonna do the beets. Feel free to sing the beet, beet, sugar beet song as I go here. let that drip through, and then I'll pour this next batch in. Okay, next, pour more. Now you'll see the pigment that's separated to the bottom. Make sure the sides are up. I poured the other part pretty fast because it goes through really fast. This always takes a while. Now I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna, there's still a little in here. There we go. Let it out. Okay. I'm just gonna let that sit in the sink for a little bit. That was the last thing I was going to do today. So let's bring you back over here. We will flip the camera. There we go. So that is it for today. 2 paints made. Right here, you can see them. One is usable, one is not. We've learned things in the name of science. We will see how the beets do. And tomorrow, I'll be able to, we can test the 2 beet batches. Yeah, that was correct. I didn't like mess up the pronunciation. That felt weird. The 2 beet batches, we can get together tomorrow and test and see how those turn out. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. I've enjoyed getting to hang out with you. Jumped into another meeting. Woohoo! Have fun in the meeting, shrubs. I will see you when you get home. And I'm gonna call it for now because that's it for today. I've got to clean my kitchen. So anyway, have a great day, guys. Maybe see you tomorrow.